We'll be going live in less than 3 minutes with the Boston United save. Come on the Pilgrims. We've not been on this much, 2 live shows at the moment, and we're going for a third one today, 3 in a row. Hope to see you there in 3 minutes time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And we're live. Welcome back. How's everybody been today? Has it been a good one for yourselves? I've had a long old day in the sunshine here in the UK, but everywhere else, what's your weather been like? Right, I suppose it's time to get straight into things. We've got two-headed games pretty darn quickly, 1 day rest in between. So we've got to try and be careful with not receiving more injuries than we've already had. Already had, is that even a sentence? We've lost 3 out of 4, so our league position isn't exactly great. Tyrese Wilson does seem to be the top scorer. He's not been the best positioned player when it comes to ratings. Ben Pollock has been absolutely brilliant for us. His named twin in the Pollock family has scored probably the most sensational goal we've seen in FM in a very long time, which has been quite nice. But we sit 19th at the time. 19th with 1 win. So, yeah, we need to get some wins in and under the belt now. We need to try and progress. With that said, if we take a little look at the dynamics, everyone's very, very, very unhappy. So we're going to try straight off with a team meeting, and no one wants to talk. Okay, we're not going to start off with a team meeting. We're just going to crack on. We better attend the press conference. I'm not going to go through it, but what I am going to do is try and be positive the whole way through the press conference and hope that the players liked what I said. No international instructions, that's fine. We're not worried about the internationals this far down. I doubt we're going to have many players off on international travels. Tyrese Wilson is the better trainer at the moment. We've got no option to praise him. This guy we can have a pop at him for being poor in training, which is fine. As you can see, the 4-3-3, they're more familiar than the 5-2-3. So maybe switching to the 5-2-3 wasn't really on the cards for us in the last one, although we had to try something. Hopefully the familiarity is going to start to kick in now that we're playing. We've got Kettering Town in 2 games' time, who are 24th. So hopefully we'll be able to do something there and actually get 3 points out of that game. I would like to be able to play these 3 games on your screen now and get 9 points, but such is the game of FM. You just don't know. Sam McClintock's passed the fitness test. That's fantastic news. That's one of the players back from injury. Having a look at the squad, we've got obviously a bag load of ineligible people that are in on loan, in on trial, and then we've also got probably the best player that we have, who still has a work permit issue. 74 more days, 74 more days, shall I say, before we can apply for yet another work permit, which will probably get turned down too. Barrow's still out injured. Crawford's away on loan, and he's also suffered an injury whilst out on loan, but nothing major, just something minor. And Alexander Fisher is ineligible. Why is he ineligible? Already involved in another match on the same day. He must be playing in the under-18s. Fair enough. We've got enough goalkeepers anyway. Looking through the team, is there anything really we want to change from the last game? Probably the whole squad, but I'm going to stick with it. As mad as it sounds. Analysis-wise, as you can see, there's not really a weak point. Overly, everyone seems to be doing their roles. It's just trying to get the team to actually put those passes together and come up with an actual winning formula. McClintock is fit and healthy. We're going with a full strength squad pretty much on this one. And then we'll probably have to change quite a few of the players when it comes to the second match of the day, which is literally in a day's time. With that being said, let's jump into it and get on with some action. Turn that noise volume down a little bit. We need to show everyone what we're all about. No, I don't really like that. Go out there and put an end to it. Didn't really do anything. Strong defence. No. Let's go point the finger. We need to dominate midfield. No one's interested. Hands on hip then. Let's see if that one goes. Pound the fist. Right. At least Jake Wright's motivated. So let's hope he finally stops having a bad game and shows a bit of a performance. None of the names stand out for me there. So, I mean, I've played down in these levels before. And you always worry when one or two names pop up that you just go, oh, no, really? They're playing. I couldn't even see where they were now. But anyway, it's the bro versus the boss. Come on, you boss. We're underway. Not much has happened. First few minutes, no highlights. Both got shots off the target, little XG, some fouls, corners. We've also picked up a yellow card really early on. We don't like to see. That is Tom Platt picking that up. Hopefully he will improve and not do any more silly fouls. Looking at the foul count, screaming up there, I am a little worried, but we do have a highlight. It's very over pretty much quickly for ourselves. They're able to get the ball out towards halfway line, and Colville tries to make a move forward. There's Pollard knocking the ball long towards right. McClintock knocks it over the top. Wilson now cuts inside, puts it towards the top left-hand corner, and it just scrapes the top of the netting. It's over. But at least it's showing some signs of life, which is always good. Scott Pollock, he's having a bad game. He's been having pretty bad games since he scored that stunner. Long ball over the top towards right, down the wing. Knocks it infield. There's Atkinson, takes a long shot. Doesn't whip it quite as well as Scott, and it does go slightly over and slightly wide of the goalkeeper's post. Looking for more action from these players as we hit this half-time point. Trying to think, what can we do to get them more involved? If we'll go, like to go slightly narrower. Focus plays. Can we focus the plays down the left and the middle? We're going to stick with the left then. We'll overlap on the wings and see if that'll help, and we'll try and get early crosses into right. Everything else we'll leave as it is. We'll hit the dressing room up. We'll say disappointed with the quality out there. That's actually inspired people, which is great. Individually, I am going to give a bollocking to Wilson and Pollard and just say, you're not been good enough, get it together. Hopefully that's going to inspire the whole team. Got to keep an eye on fitness as the game goes on. I'm looking at Tom Platt thinking I'm probably going to take you off before the 60-minute mark, the way things are going. Although he's performing okay, Scott Pollard is only just started to pick up a little bit. I think first things first, we've got to take Platt off. We'll bring Rickard in, who can play in that role. And I'm looking at Scotty Pollard, and I think I wonder if I can just swap them round, see whether or not swapping them round will make a difference. Give him a different role to play. Platt's still there. He did a bit of a defensive cover there, but he's given away a corner between the pair of them. A corner which obviously came to nothing because it's allowed us to carry on. Nixon's now struggling for health and fitness. We're going to have to jump in and do another change as the right back comes off and Mills comes on. Looking, Keegan's also knackered on the left. I've only got real central defensive players coming in, so Cummings is going to play out of position for us. They're our three subs. Now we've just got to hope to see out the game without any injuries and hopefully pinch a goal. I'm going to do my first shouty, and I'm going to demand more of the team. I'm also going to tell them to go very attacking for the last 5 minutes. And then I'm going to quickly pause because the match speed during tech, I mean, why is that so high? I wonder why this match is flying by past us so quickly. Looks like this is going to be a 0-0 draw. Pollock played awful. He's going to get a mouthful from me. Full-time 0-0. Even after switching him on the wings, he was pretty poor. 6.0 is, I mean, that's not good enough. It's unacceptable. Williams, can I do individuals? I can. Williams looks stressed. I thought you did well today, so he seems pleased. I don't think he did well today, but let's just cheer him up. Other people that I'm not going to be cheering up is Scotty Pollard. I'm furious with your performance. And I'm also going to say you weren't good today. Anyone else that's, I think, I'm not happy with your performance either. And that's about it. That's how long I think I'll leave that with that. See who's fit for the next game, because we may have to do some alterations. But 4 points on the board. I think with 5 games in, I would like more points than I've played, that's for certain. But we'll see how it goes. Press conferences to begin. We're going to send an assistant that way. With Clintar, here we go. One day and then another match. This time against Kettering Town, who are now 20th. So they've obviously gone up the table since their last game. Not sure if they drew or won or what, but they've definitely gone up the table. Loads of junk in the inbox for the moment. Trial lists come to an end. Do we want to sign any of them? Well, the problem actually is it's not that we can't sign players, because people want to come to us. It's we can't afford to sign them. I mean, that is it, £1. And they're not going to accept that. So, yeah, there's no point in trying to even look to sign anyone at the moment. It is what it is, really. It is what it is. You can't magic money out of thin air. It'd be nice if you could, just go to your board and go, I want another 30 grand in wages, please, for the year. I don't think they're going to be very happy about that. We've got a chief scout coming in. Lovely jubbly. So it can be now confirmed. Andrew Knight, let's have a look at him. His adaptability is 17. His analysing data is only 2. Player judgment 7. Potential 7. Extensive knowledge in England. He will do for where we are. Right, we will ask him to recommend a signing though. Why not? That'll come through eventually. You never know. On to game day 2. Is it game day 2 yet? Up against Kettering. Not quite yet. We've got to get there. Apparently we've got 9 more trials finished. I thought we'd just done that. Where are we going? Nothing yet. Here we go. Fixture time. Tactical meeting time. We're gonna stick with positive. We're not gonna go attacking too early. Who have we got that's completely shattered? Our back line is absolutely shattered, so we need to swap these guys out. Shields is going to be the first one to come in. Nixon is also got a little fitness issue. We can bring Mills in on that side. Pollock, who has been brilliant for us, is going to be out for Cummings coming in. I haven't got a lefty at all, I don't think. We've got one. Ethan Septon. Well, Ethan, you're coming in, and then I'm going to have to find Keegan and bring him in for Mitford, the striker. All our strikers are pretty poor at the moment anyway, so there's not a lot we can do. We're going to leave Atkinson in. I'm going to take McClintock out for Rickard. And if we can just personalise his role as a roaming playmaker on support. I just feel that he might be able to do a bit of a better job in that position. We're going to have to stick with our Wilson and Pollock. They're probably our best players. Is there anything we could do for them? Personalise it. Put him down as an inverted winger on attack. See if that would change his positions for him. And then inside forward on attack. Let's see if that'll do anything for him. And we'll go with that squad lineup. Not everybody's going to be happy about it. I'm not exactly happy about it. Our defensive line looks a little weak. But it is what it is. Right, yeah, this match we should be winning. Crash the arms. They're not interested. point the finger. They're not interested. Pump the fists. He's not interested. The only person who's motivated is the goalkeeper, Gregory, who's actually seeped a few goals so far this season. But what does the opposition line up with? Anything to worry ourselves with? Not that I can see, although Cooper's not a bad mid-defender, and they have got someone named Gascoigne. You always got to worry when there's someone named Gascoigne on the pitch. In my experience, anyone named Gascoigne is a lively little wire. Alright, here we go. First couple of minutes in. Not a lot's happened. Possession and passing. It edges ourselves in the possession, them in the passing completion rate. It's a bit worrying that we're not able to get our passes up. 12 minutes in, they got the first shot off target. Got to give them a shout. I'm going to break them early. See if that will actually kick him into life at all. They've got the first yellow card. Kettering seems to be the better side at the moment. Push up to attacking. See if we can't force an issue. I'm gonna break them again if nothing happens. 2 shots finally on target. Here we go. Maybe we're starting to come into life. Wilson gets on the ball. Off the cross. I thought it was over. Wright's got his second goal of the season from what looked like an absolute fluff of an effort from Wilson. Go on, Righty. Yeah, it's definitely a fluff. It isn't a cross. It's hit the crossbar. And Wright's just in the right place at the right time. Do you like what I did there? Excuse the puns. There's nowhere is he going to be offside. Wilson had an awful effort, but it turned out all right for us in the end. And they're flagging for a free kick. Pollock's going to take this one. It's not going to be a shot. He's going to shoot. Oh, wow. Wright's there for a rebound. Keeper did well. Double save. Well done, that man. We're going to go again with Pollard, Cummings. We're now actually getting some ball time. Atkinson, Chills. Knocks it over towards the top. No one's there, but Atkinson picks it up. Rickard now on the ball. Back to Stepton. Goes into no man's land, but Rickard gets his head on it. It's like little table tennis with balls. Long ball over the top to Wright. Jake Wright gets his third goal. He's doubled up. He's tripled his tally. He's tripled his tally in one match, really. He went from 1, now he's on 3. Good man. The ball that eventually came over was a bit of a shock. I thought, oh no, not another long ball. But Shields, perfectly weighted ball. Right onto, that was a volley in essence. Standing volley in essence. And he's just put it past the keeper's right hand side. No arguments on the offside line there. Miles onside. It's a one-touch finish. Beautiful. So 2-0 up. Was it deserved? Yeah, I think it was deserved. Our passing needs to be better. Our passing's been awful. And now they've, saying that, I should maybe not have said anything, because now they've got one. Miles on the ball now. Nice little back heel to Maguire. Bennett's broken through. Sam Bennett. He's punished us there. We left gaps at the back. I'm going to shout a berate in there because that was totally their fault. I'm also going to go back down to positive. Finish this half. We did better, I think, the positive way. Wilson's going to have to wait. He's got to wait until half time. I'm not going to make the change till then. Alright, into the dressing room. Can we say something about the passing? I think we're doing well. We can do definitely better. Midfield. Yeah, I'm disappointed that you're not able to do that. Defence. Keep going. You've got the abilities. And attack. I'm happy with the effort so far. How's that? Right. Quickly start the second half and click the pause button. Because I want to do that change now. Where Wilson, he's not doing so bad now. Atkinson's the knackered man. And he's been played really good. So I am going to take him off. I'm going to bring in McClintock. He can last the match there. Scotty P, what are we going to do? The moral is not helping. It isn't helping at all. I think we're only going to make the 1 to start with. That's how we're going to go down anyway. Ball goes all the way back to their goalkeeper. I don't like the highlights that start from the back. We should be stopping them from... I mean, the ball's come straight over the top of the defender, and Gregory thankfully's got hold of that, but I mean, that didn't look comfortable. He came out to meet him, but he really should have held his line. He's looking for an outie. He says he hasn't got one, so he hits it long. Wright's not going to get there. That Gascoigne's there again. Ball goes long, right over the top of our defence. Off the post, barely able to clear. I'm going to shout, and I'm going to berate the team. They need to be told off. They need to have their backsides whacked. They're like bad little children. They just don't listen. With that, Platt's going to have to come off. Pollock's going to have to come on. And I've got one more substitution to make. And I think Wilson's absolutely shattered. We're going to bring Nixon on the wing, just to give him a chance there. Mills is playing all right at the moment. Ball goes over the top. Wilson's there. Have I just taken off someone who's going to score? No. He goes down in a heap like a little girl getting his knee grazed, and then he just sits there offside. Absolutely useless. I was singing your praises in the first 2 games, I think. You've just been poor ever since. Shields is going to get there. He tries to get it clear. He does, as far as Platt, and Platt brings it out now from our own half. Rickard knocks one over the top. Wright's not going to get there. Wilson is, and I mean, what was you doing headering it from there? I mean, you moron. Changes have now been made, and they're in effect. Tom Nixon's come on the wing for Wilson, so I'm sure he's not going to be as numpty as his colleague. I'm going to go to attacking and see if that changes anything. We do get an instant reply, as we've got a highlight in their half. Ball comes across, doesn't get very far. Shields is able to get there, but the ball's cleared again. Mills, right, Nixon, Mills. Looking for a ball in, he's not getting it. Pollard, Shields goes over the top, Wright's there for the hat-trick. Oh, and he puts it about 2 foot wide. Nice. He looks like he ran to get the ball. He wants to hurry the game up. Another highlight in their half. They're trying to clear. There's Maguire. Oh my word. That's going to be a straight red. Our striker is going to get sent off here. Do you know what? You can't argue with that. It was 2-footed. It was from behind. It was an awful challenge. The question is, we've got to have a striker on the pitch in order to try and win. Where do we take the player from? I think what we'd like to do is to put Scotty Pollard up front. And then move Rickard over to the attacking midfield left. I mean, they're playing out of position, but we've got to have someone up top for the target for a release. Rickard's going to pick up the ball there in the centre. He's lost it out. This is not what we want at the moment. Losing out. We've got 64 minutes. We've still got a long time to play. McClintock's able to get it out to Mills. We've got a bit of space. Mills is going to run into it. Run into trouble a little bit. Pass the ball, son. There he goes. There's Nixon. Mills again. Now you can run. Now you've got space. Run at them. That's a penalty. Scotty P, time to stand up. Make yourself known, son. Get it in there. This ain't going to be as spectacular as your curler, but a goal's a goal. Get it in. Oh! I'm going to pause it just before they take that throw. Take a minute of stock. We're one man down. We're about to approach the 70th minute. And he absolutely fluffed his lines. I mean, you, my friend, you are getting the biggest beration that I could possibly give anyone. Player instruction. Shoot more often. Take more risks. Is there anything else I can actually tell him to do? Not really. He's got to get his act into gear. He's been playing awful. There he goes. Clear header at goal. And he's fluffed his lines again. I mean, he's getting a 5.6. I can't... I mean, he's going to have to be... He's going to have to get out. I'm going to have a go at him at the end of the game. The only thing to do. I mean, that was an awful angle to watch that from. It was worrying that it did go in. But I'm going to shout. I can't shout. I was going to say demand more. I'm still on attacking. I just don't know if I should stay attacking. They really shouldn't be in the game at all, but they've managed to claw back and grab a point off us. And that's really troublesome. They could even grab a winner as Maguire knocks it in. Shields is able to get it away, but only as far as Salt, who gets the ball in. Keeper gets a hand to it or a body part, something, and managed to keep it out. They're 6 minutes of added time. Maybe I shouldn't be on attacking, but I'm going to go very attacking. What's happened? It's another corner. It's another corner. Get it away. I think it was Pollard that got it away there. I'm not sure, but that Salts comes down again. That's the end of that highlight. And they're coming again. They're coming. They're vying for blood now. Maguire. Someone take him out. There's Gascoigne. Forests. Knocks it over the top. Off the... Get it clear! Get it clear! Oh, son of a gun. Oh, maybe we've got a chance. Nixon down on the right-hand side. Ref blows for a free kick. Riley's just getting a book. Just getting a booking. Why are you stopping a highlight to show me the booking? Show me the free kick, sure, but not the booking. Pollock's over it. He's going to cross this one in. It goes towards the back post. No one's there. Pollock B has been able to pick that up. There's Stepton. Into Shields. He does a little dink over the top. There's Ricard! Oh! It was offside. It was offside. I don't mind that it's keeper saying it was offside. Counted anyway. That's the 6 minutes. Blow it. Blow it. Shields has picked it up, knocked it long. There it is. It's 2-2. That game could have really gone either way. I mean, that was... It was fun. We should have won it, though. We should have won it. 67th minute. We got a man sent off. We're still attacking them. And all Pollock had to do was convert a penalty. And he couldn't even do that. Useless. Absolutely useless by... I don't know if it's Scott Pollard. I'm just so embarrassed by that performance. Then I want to go to individuals. Point the finger. No. Okay, I can't. Outstretch arms. No. Hands in pockets. There we go. Very angry at you. Where are you? Come on. Can I not talk to him? Pollock, Mill, Shields. There he is, Jake Wright. He looks stressed. Good. Not happy about that at all. I mean, it's a straight red. If you were already booked and then got a second booking, I can understand, but a straight red. I'm going to send the assistant. I don't want to talk to him. Right banned for a match. Do I want to appeal it? I'll confirm and don't appeal. Thank you very much. I'm not prepared to appeal it at all. I mean, we've got Scout. He's very interested. He wants a chunk of money. We do need striker in, but we can't afford to bring anyone in, let alone this guy. So, yeah, what it is. But I think what we need to do is we need to have a little word with our man. Where are you? Issue a warning for poor behaviour, for a poor performance. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the backside. But Jake Wright accepts his fine. Good lad, that's what you get. Bostock happy with draw. I'm not. And Scott Pollock accepts his warning. You damn right. Because I'll tell you what, you get one more below 6.2 and I'm going to fine you. I'm going to be hated at this football club, and it's not going to be a love story at all. What we got? Anything new? No. It's just a case of getting these few games out of the way. Loads of trials have now finished again. There's no point in me doing any more trials. I've got no money in the club. What we need is a cup run. A cup run cultivating in third round play or fourth round play, whatever they call it these day and age, away against a big team like, who's got a big stadium? Spurs, Arsenal, Tottenham. I think that's said that twice now. Manchester United, Liverpool, Newcastle, 40, 50, 60,000 seater stadiums. We'll get a nice chunk of change from that. And then maybe we'll be able to ask the board to increase. Yeah, it's all good, well, Hearts making offers for players that are on free, but why don't you come buy some of our players, Hearts, eh? Come buy some of ours. We did spend about a week offline, just simming through it, trying to get rid of a couple of players off the books. We did get a couple of interested parties, made one or two offers in. We even accepted an offer, and then he didn't want to move. So it does look like the whole squad is on first-time contracts, because from what I've gathered, no one seems to want to move. They all say they want to stay and fight for a position. I don't know why they want to stay here and fight for a position. I think one of the teams that got offered was Salford City, tried to come in for someone. I forget who it was. They offered a fair price. I was able to negotiate up to what I think a fair price was anyway. I even got them to include a 10% sell-on clause. And then the player just didn't want to leave. I mean, why would you not want to go up to League Two? But it is what it is. We wouldn't have got a lot of money. I think it was about 30k. The deal was worth about 30k. But when you're this down, 30k is actually quite a bit of money. It looks like whatever it's trying to do at the minute is taking forever. Which is fine, because it gives us time to have a little chinwag. I did notice that there is a player called Oxlade Chamberlain down here. I think his first name was Christian. I just see that pop up on the notes there. Right, what have we got? Monthly finances. We've lost £1,000. 90 grand in expenditures. On what? Player wages, 32 and up. I'm not 32. Kiss my backside. Let me just have a look at the finances for a second. Our wage budget is 8,000, which for some reason that keeps going down, which is really annoying me, because we were up to 9,000 at one point. A committed spend is 10,000. 10,000 per week. So there's 4 weeks in a month. It's 40 grand. Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah. I mean, but that just goes to show we're not paying all of that money out, surely. So overall, we've made just over a £1,200 loss. We've got 11 months to go. It's 111. We'll see, we should be fine. Finance-wise, our balance, we should be fine. In lower league club terms, we're actually wealthy in some respects. We can, yeah. Cup run is what we need. We need a cup run. If anyone of you are interested, don't forget on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the Cheshunt Save goes out at 6:30 p.m. every single Tuesday and Thursday. We are making a move towards the top of the league. So hopefully we can do something in that. I don't know whether or not we'll win it or not, but we're going to try. We're going to give it a good go in that one. That's on every Tuesday and Thursday at around 6:30 p.m. UK time, or GMT for any of you who go by, or UTC, or whatever they call it these day and age. yes, I know lots of people are going for players that we want. Job security stable for now. But they're disappointed with the treat. I'm disappointed with it as well. There's not a lot I can do about that. We've got no real team leaders, highly influential players, intervention players, blah, 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 blah. Can we have that team meeting yet, people? Yes, we can. Everybody there. There we go. Everybody's happy. This ultimately falls on to all of us to sort out. We're being rubbish and nobody can hide from that fact. Who said that? Mohammed Amanu. Mohammed, no offence, mate, but you ain't even got a work permit. So, quite frankly, shut up. I would rather much hear from... Is it Zach? Who is... No, that's Mohammed guy that says that. Positive, that's exactly what we want to see. Yes, lovely jubbly. Be positive. Everyone's a little bit happier after that. And, the team cohesion is really poor. Team's collective mental state is disappointed at the moment. Oh dear. Players will experience issues with their vision and reactions to events unfolding when playing. Really? Oh, you couldn't make that up, could you? Right, let's have a look at the scheduled. When are we next scheduled to play? Saturday the 3rd. It is currently Thursday. And then we've got another Saturday after that. So why not see if we cannot play Darlington. We may even be able to play 2. Let's see, can we got anyone local that ain't gonna nearby teams? Cheap as chips. We'll play you. And then we'll arrange another friendly for that day. Come on, give me that one. There we go. And then we'll play Pinchback. Oh, I already got Pinchback on there, have I? Okay, we'll go with Whole Beach. There we go. So we'll squeeze 2 friendlies in. I think what I'll do is, as soon as this next game's played, if they accept, I think they have to accept first, we'll have a friendly on the 6th and the 8th, I believe. And if I'm right, what we'll do is we'll get some trialists in to play part of those matches, or play most of those matches. We just want the W. More than anything else, we want the W. The W is going to help lift the players a little. I think, at least. They accepted the friendlies. We'll get a little income. One's going to cost us 500, but the incomes are going to be about $4,000, which is, I mean, that'll help ease the financial bill. If we lost, what did we lose? £1,200 over the last month. So these 2 matches will quite easily make up for that loss. That'll help the club out a little bit. It'll also give us a couple of friendlies to skip through. And we'll get some trialists in for those days as well. Nice pint of Guinness tonight. Or brown water, as they say. Oh, it's taking its time. Ticking over for the month. Come on. Apparently, we have got 2 players on international duty. Well, I'll be blinking blood. I didn't see that. Come on, let's go. If any of you are interested in some of the other games I play, currently we play Football Manager, obviously, 2023. But we also do Farming Simulator 22, lots of role plays. We've got multiplayer series up at the moment. 2 different multiplayer series, one with 3 of us on there. We call the Amigos. It's on Wednesday nights. I also do a single role player, which is the Western Wilds. That's start from the beginning. We're on about, I want to say 50 to 60 episodes on that one already. That's now weekly on a Friday. And then on a Monday will be Droodle. We called it Droodle. We started with Droodle 1. Then we moved on to Droodle 2. We're now on a 3rd farm that's going to be having its own name. So the 3rd season of Droodle, if you will. That's played on Mondays. And then we've got another game that we're going to be starting up in the next week or 2 called My Gaming Club. It's live on stream. Lots of information will be coming out from my community posts over the next sort of week or so. Check that out for further details. Right, let's see what we've got. What do we get? What do we wait so long for? Really, absolutely nothing. We're going to send the system. So here we go. We have got a game against Darlington, who are in 7th. That's going to be a bit of a testy clash for us. International roundup. We had 2 players go out on internationals. Both of them played for Gibraltar. They got smashed 4-1. Our boys played 90 minutes, and our boys were awful. I mean, they are youngsters, though. I think there are reserve players playing for our under-18s team. See, Tyrese Wilson, he's not a bad little trainer. I'm going to criticise you. I don't even know why he's even bothering to train and whatnot, because, let's face it, he signed for us for the year, but I don't think he's ever going to play for us, to be honest. No work permit. It is what it is. Alright, 2 on the inboxes, loads of rubbish. Fisher's still playing alright in goal. He's a senior squad member. Player of the match was Miles Catt. He's our own player and we've got no information on him. I mean, that's pretty sad, isn't it, really? The fact that you don't get information on your own under-18s squad. Makandadafa. Don't know if I can say that right. He looks like he could be quite useful as an attacking midfielder. I might actually bring him up. Can we do that? Squad. Move to the senior squad. Yes. So he's now unavailable. Alexander Fisher. We'll keep you there for a little while longer, I think. We'll keep him there for a little while longer. Right. Right is out. Who have we got that could play in a striker position? Amu, who can't play because of work permit. Barrow, he is still out injured. That leaves us with Janai Gibson. Elliot Andrew, which I think we're going to go with. We're going to go with Elliot Andrew, yeah? Yeah, we'll go with Elliot Andrew. And we are going to go... I think we're going to go as a target forward on attack. Can he head the ball? No. He's got a little bit of speed about him. That's about it as a target forward. But the 20-year-old Englishman is the one we're going for. Where is my new young lad? Where are you? He is ineligible because he's already involved in a match. Of course you are. That's about right. Pollock, I think you're going to come back in. For Cummings can go back on the bench. Shields, you played all right in the last one, so I'll leave you in. But I'm going to have to swap you out. Williams, do I bring Williams back? Do you know what? I will bring Williams in for Shield, because I think his time's going to come when he plays better. Do I put Nixon in ahead of Mills? Similar players. I think I'll leave Nixon on the bench on this one. Fitnesses are... Rickard could probably do after that. Was a poor game. We'll put him on the bench. And we'll go with that. That's pretty much close to our standard team anyway. Now, a lot of people do like to change all their formations game by game by game by game. I don't. If anyone follows me on my Chesson save that comes out on Tuesdays and Thursdays, lots of plugs tonight, lots of plugs. My apologies for that. They'll notice that I don't change formations very often until it's going horribly wrong. Then I change it. It starts to go well. I lose one game and I revert back to the original one. I'm a stickler for picking a formation and trying to build a team that plays in that formation. Don't ask me why. I just very one-sided on that front. But saying that, I do tweak on the odd occasions, which you probably already noticed anyway. But here we go, Darlington. Can we finally get another W? That's what we're after. We're after the W. No more draws, no more losses. We will need another W. And why not start off after our lovely little team meeting? It probably, knowing our luck, it won't. But it's fine. We've got 2 friendlies after this. We'll play a mixture of some trialists in there as well. Then we are literally after the W, because the W is going to help the team just feel a bit better about themselves. And I can't believe we play in pink. It's still weird to me. As the ball gets cleared, Williams is there, knocks it down towards the left-hand side. Ferguson. Pollock B. He's in. Is he going to go anywhere? No, he goes to Platt. Platt Atkinson. Back to Platt. Knocks it over the top. There's Pollard S. Pollock S. He still hasn't performed since that stunning strike in his first game. And that, I still can't get over how good that strike was. As Williams knocks it over the top towards Andrews, who couldn't get there. Little brings it down, and there's Adriano. What a name to see in the Hadrian North. Hazel's through, and the little Shiza Manili has scored against us. 2 minutes. This season's going to go really wrong. It was knocked over the top. We need some pacier defenders. It's the one thing that you get killed for in this league. And it's pace. It always gets you. And our strikers are nowhere near fast at all. They really ain't. We've been trying to sign strikers, but now we're stuck with what we've got. At 1-0 down, 10 minutes in. I'm gonna fire them up. Come on, boys. Is that going to work? Is it going to have an effect? It doesn't really look like it. Elliot Andrews is not having a good game, is he? I haven't really got options, but unless he gets the ball, he's not going to have a good game. As they break away again, trying to play that over the ball. This time it doesn't work. Mills picks it up. It goes forward to Atkinson. Knocks the ball long. Pollock is there. He's cut back. Is he going to get a ball in? He does. Andrews. It comes off. Wilson. It doesn't, and it gets cleared. Mills is now on the chase. He gets there first, and that's the end of that highlight. Oh dear, why didn't we score that one? Tyrese is having a poor game. Where are you, Tyrese? On here, where are you? There he is, Wilson. Touchline shouts, berate you. I wasn't looking, and Headley's gone down our wing, and the ball gets crossed in. Adrian Arno's there. Brockwell, Little has a long shot. Oh. Every time they attack, they look like they might do something, and it's worrying. 8 shots apiece, 4 on target for them, 2 for us. We've got the better XG. They've got the goal. I think the goal's the only thing that matters. Our pass completion's gone up, and our possession is much better at the minute, which is good. But we're not doing anything with it, and that is bad. And we go into half-time with a better side. We go into half-time the better side. We just can't seem to convert. I'm disappointed with the quality of passing. Yes, I certainly am. Attackers, I'm not happy with your finishing. That makes them look fired up. Brilliant. Let's jump to individuals. McClintock and Pollock. You've not been good enough so far. They're all motivated, but McClintock's like, yeah, whatever, bruv. Scotty, keep going. You got the ability, mate. You have 7.3 rating. He's doing better. First time I've been able to say that for a while. Now it's the time to do something. As Pollock's about to cross the ball in, it's straight to the centre, and the keeper's come flying out for that. He's grabbed it with 2 hands, and that's the end of that highlight. He now knocks it long over the top. Doesn't get there. Mills collects. He dinks it back into play. And they're back into their possession. Platt's able to get the header. He's unable to win the second header. And they break away. Darlington now is breaking away with Lambert. That was a cheeky little shot. Where did that come from? It was just mean. As a keeper, they didn't even move towards it. You lazy git. Alright. Elliott's not really doing much. Wilson's not really doing much. It's not a day to be not doing much. You need to do something. Pollock in defence. We're going to make that change. Having a rough time of it, I guess. Trying to look for some sort of positional thing. Wilson picks the ball up. He's still not doing much with the ball. He runs into midfield. Gives it to McClintock to Platt. Atkinson now knocks the ball forward. There's Andrews. Wilson off the post. And I think he's offside. Ref blew for something. Has to have been offside. Jump into the sub bench. What can I do? I think Wilson's going to have to come off. We're going to bring Rickard on and give him the goal on the right hand side. We've got one more change. I think it's going to have to be McClintock. Or now, do you not know? Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to take Williams off. He's had a poor game, and I much preferred not to go down 2-0. Saying that, as Headley breaks down our right hand side, crosses it in. Oh God, that got headed away. And only as far as whoa! What is with all these long shots? Someone put something in the water around here. Trying to hurt us on with long shots. It's not nice. I'm going to go from positive to very attacking. We need to get something out of the game. We've had 18 shots, 8 on target, nothing, no goals. I'm going to shout, and I'm also going to berate them. Get your butts up there. Still nothing. 88th minute. 3 minutes of added time. There's not even going to be a highlight, is there? 1, 2, come on. Full time. Another loss. On the plus side, we had a few good players. Pollock actually played well in this game. Rickard proving himself on the right hand side, so worth being picked over Williams in the next one, or Wilson in the next one. I'm still going to say I'm disappointed. And then individually, I'm going to say you're terrible. Seems down. I don't care if you're down. That was terrible. Absolutely awful by that player. And that leaves us literally on the brink of relegation zone period. -3 on the goal differences is not as bad as some of the surrounding teams. Getting out of this position, not so good. We drew with Kettering. And I suppose most of the teams we've played have been at the top half of the table, which at least is a little bit better. It's a little betterer. Andrew makes his professional debut, which is fine. I think he did play okay. Maybe we should keep him in there. But first things first, we'll go forward a day, and then I'm going to get some trialists in to play the next game. So we are going to jump into the scouting screen. Players in range. And then we just want to select an absolute bunch of them. It's not really going to matter too much. Offer the trials. One of that. And then we're going to go for a chunk just here. But we're going to take the goalkeepers out. So I realise we've already got a load of goalkeepers on trial anyway. And then we're going to go for that section there. We'll offer them trials. Now, the only reason I get all these trialists in, they can play these games for us, meaning our players get a rest. But the win, if they, well, hopefully they will win, will at least cheer everybody else up. So, yeah, some trials have been cancelled as the board are reluctant to end up with more than 30 players on trial. Oh, wow. Did I really offer that many out? I suppose I did, really. We've got a few rejections. They're players that obviously do not want to come to us, or they think they're too good for trials. Maybe they're the new Zlatan Ibrahimovic. If I can even say that right. There was once upon a time he had an option to trial for Arsenal, or he thought he was signing for Arsenal, and Arsene Wenger asked him to come and do a trial, and his actual response, bearing in mind he was 17 at the time, was, "Zlatan doesn't do trials." You got hats off to him, even as an Arsenal, you got to have your hats off to him. Are any of these trialists any good? The answer to that question, I haven't come on anything. Nothing's come out and gone, woo, look at you be. No. That's the answer to that question. They might be all right, but they certainly ain't good. But it helps build a database on the freebie list. So if by chance we are able to sign anyone at any point, at least then, oh, come on. Really? A disciplinary committee have this morning ordered Jake Wright to serve a further two-match ban for seeing red. The Vanarama North match between Boston and Kettering. The ban will apply to all English domestic competitions. As a result of this ban, Wright will be absent from the blah, 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 blah. I'm going to appeal the ban and then probably get even longer. Second round draw we'll skip. It's only the second round draw. We'll see what we get in the next one. Who did we get? We got Liver's Edge? Division Northern Premier League. Northern Premier League. Okay. So they're obviously lower than we are. So we actually stand a chance of getting a victory against someone. That'd be nice. Scouting update. I can't sign any of you, so it really ain't going to matter to me. Which kind of sucks. Can we take any of these on trial? No, we can't. We've already got 30, I think he said, in the previous one. Let's just have a look. We've got all those trialists are now in. And they all... Yeah, they all look awful. We've got one absolute stunner player that we just can't play, and it's really, really bugging the heck out of me. Right, we've got a squad. Let's quick pick that. That should pick pretty much, yeah, all trialists. Majority of trialists are on the bench as well. There's a few loanees thrown in the mix, which is absolutely fine. We're going with the trialists because this is only a friendly. We want it for the 4K that you get for playing the friendly from the fans, etc. It gives the trialists a run out, so they're not all miserable when they do go back, if we ever want to sign any of them. It'll also rest our players. Hopefully it will give us the big W. And the big W is what we're after at the minute. We need some W's under the belt. And if we can get 2 W's in a row in the friendlies, the better for it. That being said, I am going to change one thing. We're going to go to highlights only on this one. That way we should only get the highlights from goals. We'll probably want to speed up the game as well. So we'll go all the way up on the actual game speeds. Not a lot's going to happen. I just make sure we just get a win. That's all we want is a win. And we got a first goal. Nice long ball over the top. Is that Pinnington? I like that name. Pinnington. I don't know if I had the money, I might just sign you because I like your name there. Pinnington. D. Pinnington. We've got a Pinnington, we've got a Henderson and a Sangera. Sangera? Is that how you say it? Sangrao? 1-0 up though, so good things come to those who wait, and we just need a W. Josh Martin will take a penalty, and he missed it. Where's Josh Martin when he's at home? He's a defender. Good, is it? So, right, happy days. I'll hand over the team talk. We'll start the second half. I am going to go subs because I want goals. So I'm going to take the striker off, swap him for someone else. Who else we've got? Defender there. He's not playing as well as he should. So, do you know, Harry, is that one of our players there? Or is that someone totally different? We've got a Williams, Harry Williams, haven't we? I think that's our man. Anyway, we're also going to take the right side defender off. We're going to bring Solanke in there. And give everyone else a little bit more time. We want a second goal. That's what we want. Something's happened. Hibbs got the second. Oh, that's not a bad little outswing curler, that. He fooled everyone for that one. Good goal. That puts us 2-0 up. That's going to give us the W. It's going to give us the W. Lovely jubbly. I think what I might do, just jump into subs. I've just realised I've got this option here. But I'm going to take the sub off. I'm going to bring Zach Godson in. He is one of our players, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to bring him in. And give him the last sort of 20 odd minutes. Just to see if he can, one, get a rating up on the board, and two, if he can get anything out of it. And saying that, he's put one in. First goal for the club. Lovely doubly. Lovely doubly. Lovely jubbly. Tight offside, won't care about that. All we care about in this one is the W, really. And we've got that sewn up and in the bag. Heck, I think we've just got a fourth. Big ball over the top. Goodson has been able to latch onto it. And he's just rounded the keeper. Beautiful. Nice little goal. Well done. Minutes to be added on and 3 minutes about to be played. There we go, we're done, we're dusted. That's the first of the two friendlies over and done with. Just going to say it's a good win. People are going to be happy with that. That's absolutely fine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One more against Hull Beach. I think we'll mix it up a little bit and play a few of our players in here as well. I'm not worried about that side of things just yet. We'll get to the match day itself, and then we'll intertwine a few of our own players in to that starting lineup. Try and get a nice, decent win against Hull Beach as United as well. The more, the merrier. That's what we want. We need wins. We've got two players out on loan. I did not realise that. Jordan Crawford. He's a left winger by nature. He can play up top. He's got a little bit of speed. How's he been doing? Has he got any? 3 games, 3 appearances for Peterborough Sports. What league are Peterborough Sports in? The Tubbies. They're in our own league. Are you crapping me? Peterborough Sports, we've loaned them. They're in our own league. And what position are they in? Does it tell us the position they're in at the moment? 4th in the Vanarama National North. Really? We're improving another person's team. Why are you doing... I mean, I didn't make that choice myself. I didn't send him out on loan. It was done before I took over at the club. So, blame anyone. Blame the chairman. Or whoever was in charge before I got there. Here we go. We got Hollaback, yeah. We got Hollaback United next in a friendly. So we'll just, as I say, we're going to set this one. We're going to do this quick pick first. Let him do what changes it wants to. Then we're going to take the striker out. And we'll look on the bench. I probably want to go with... Oh, hello. There we go. Mitford. Gordon, Andrews, right. Do you know, I'm going to stick with Andrews. I'm going to put Elliot Andrews up front. trying to have a look who we got that we can play that's not Wilson. Right. I think we're going to change the goalkeeper to one of our own. We'll give Latham a game. He hasn't played much. Attacking. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong button there. Going to change Hacksaw in for. I'm going to start with Pollock. There. He's going to be a slightly different position than he normally plays. And we'll change him from advanced playmaker on support. See if that role helps him at all. And then obviously these players can come off and change as and when throughout the match. Hopefully it'll do us a solid in the meantime. At least that's the plan. As we all know, things never go to plan. Right, leave it at that. Here we go. Cracking in straight away. Same settings as before. We're not going to actually watch the match. As it's a friendly, we are going to just kind of skip and watch the highlights if needed. But it's a little bit worrying that the first shot off, the first 10 minutes is for Hollowbatch. And there is a goal. It is ours. Hibbs knocks it across. Adu. Is it two Adus? Is it two Adus or the same Adu? Either way, Adu got the goal. Michael Adu. Adu. Martin clears it from the right hand side, knocks the ball well over the top. Andrews gets there, knocks the ball down and has a cheeky little shot from there. Yes, okay. Okay, we need more goals from you though if you're going to start in the next game. And you've only got half a match to do it. There's another goal. Bennett, Giles, Hibbs, knocks the ball over the top. Andrews is going to latch onto it. Hits it at the half volley. That's the goalkeeper. That's two inside 23 minutes. We're going to go from positive to attacking. Up the tempo a little bit maybe. Get more creative with your charges. There's Abigail, Henderson, not through. Here comes Andrews. It's going to be a hat trick. He's rounded the goalkeeper, and it's 3 for him and 4 for us in 30 minutes. This is what we wanted to see. Pinnington is not having his good game this time round as he did last. They are going to make a plethora of changes come the halfway point. I think we can get away with about 7, if not more. And that's all she wrote for the first half, is it? Yes, there it is, bang on half time. Go straight into the subs now. First off, defenders. We're just going to take them off for people that Itzela says to. Go, why not? He's played decently as Giles, and apparently we still haven't got another lefty, so. Or a holding midfielder. Wow, we're not very defensive midfielders at all. Well, George Casey's coming on there anyway. Hendersano. I'm going to bring in Goodson in that position. On the left, I am going to put Pollock over on the left and take Pinnington off for Shitu, which is absolutely brilliant name. Elliot Andrews, mate, you're coming off. And then Mitford is one of our strikers as well. You're going to come on. You're going to come on and you're going to do a job for us, just like Andrews did. I want to see 3 goals from you and all. That's your benchmark. 3 goals, mate. Times are ticking away. Scotty Pollard's not having as good game as I thought he would have against the real weak team. Giles is coming off with a knock. And Mitford has got a goal, and it is by Giles just before he comes off. Pollock, we've got a little dink in there, and he gets the ball across after a shot. Mitford is there to tap it in. really. That's all he's doing, is just getting on the end of that ball, which is great. It's a good thing. Good poaching goal. Oh, hello. Hollerbatch has got a goal. Latham. Are you... Oh, he's in the Manelli. What are you doing? You're meant to be one of the better goalkeepers. Oh my God, they've got two. They're going to go very attacking. I can't believe they got two. Tactical subs. What is going on at the back? I am actually going to change a goalkeeper. I am going to change a goalkeeper. I'm also going to take Pollock off. We'll bring in another player there, and we'll bring in another player there. Got one more change we can make, and Tom Nixon's going to come on for a little bit there. That is every player changed in this friendly. And I want one or two more goals. I don't want to concede anymore. There's a disallowed goal here, and by right that is disallowed. That is... Mitford, that is disgusting how far offside you were. I mean, come on. You're doing better than that. And here we go with another goal. This should be number 6 or 7. Mitford gets through. Puts it in that corner. I challenged him to get a hat-trick. He's got 15 minutes to get one more goal. 10 minutes to get one more goal. I mean, arguments, he could say, I scored 3, but 1 was offside. Doesn't count, my friend. If it doesn't count on the score sheet, it doesn't count on me. 3 minutes. 1 minute. There is a goal. It's one of theirs. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Ward with a good little header. And there, that's all she wrote. 6-3. Nowhere near as convincing as it should have been. Nowhere near. 19 shots we managed to get off, which is quite high, which is quite nice. 12 on target, so 1 in 2 for goals. Unfortunately, they got 7 on target out of 15 shots. We actually allowed them to get 15 shots. Very open play. They did well then. They obviously got down into us pretty quickly, but you can see we dominated most of that game. Their 3 goals came all in the second half. It was a bit of a peak for them. But yeah, I don't think we need to worry about them too much. They're not going to be serious contenders for anything anytime soon. A win's a win, but I think I've clicked the wrong button there. Doesn't really matter too much. It's a friendly. I'm going to check the schedule. When's our next game? Saturday the 10th. We are on September the 7th. And after that, we've got a game on the Tuesday before playing again Saturday. So no more friendlies for about 2 weeks, actually. About 2 weeks, 3 games time. Then we'll add a couple more friendlies in, trying to keep that, again, that morale up. Knowing Andrew scored 3 in half a game, hopefully he can produce that performance in the league. That would be nice. That's what we need. That's just a case of getting to that game. I think we've got time. Yeah, we've got time. We'll try and squeeze another game in here. Who have we got? Atherton Town. Atherton Town, we're coming for you. We are coming for you after scoring plenty of goals. FA are considering Wright's ban. Let's have a look. The committee have considered your appeal against Jake Wright's ban, and they have ruled that you did not have valid grounds for appeal and have upheld their 2-match ban. Seriously? I mean, it was a 2-footed challenge from behind against the runner play. From behind the runner play. Personally, I probably would have, if I was the FA, I probably would have given him a much bigger punishment than that, to be honest, as well. Can we do another team meeting? We can. No one's happy about being encouraged this time round. Oh dear. We've got a couple of wins on our belt, under our belts though. We need to get the team. I mean, it's the social group, secondary, core group. I mean, the core group's pretty much happy. So, I mean, you look at the hierarchy. I think that is really how it should be. We shouldn't. I mean, I don't really like the team leaders. They have too much power. The influential players, Platt, he plays. Mills plays. Wright has played but has been awful. Atkinson plays. Burrow, he's been out injured. I'd love for him to come back. Both Pollocks are in other players. I'm hoping they would become more astute eventually. Team talk feedbacks to show me what you got. Listened keenly. Nothing special noted. Looked interested. But this is all just... I mean, this is nothing really, is it? Oh dear, oh dear. I was hoping... the two friendlies, when the W's were going to change things for us. Obviously, we need more. And we've got an FA Cup game there as well to come. So the next live stream, we'll definitely have an FA Cup. 23 inboxes. Oh, these are going to be the trials coming to an end. Do we want to sign any of them? Not really. We haven't got the money anyway. There they go. Bye-bye. We don't need you anymore. Thank you for coming in and earning us a few pennies. Quick pick. Let's just have a look here. Ferguson's going to come in and play on the left-hand side. Ben Pollock, Harry Williams, yes. Nixon's going to play ahead over Mills. No, thank you. I'm going to keep Mills. He's played better as of late. Platt's playing in the deep holding midfield role, with Atkinson playing in the midfield role under support. He's a ball player midfielder, so that's not too bad. McClintock out on the left side of that midfield, and then we've got Tyree playing on the left and Scotty's playing on the right. We'll put him as an inside forward on attack. Let's see if that works for him. And Elliot Andrews up front. He had a really good game in the last one, so I'm hoping that's going to translate to some good performances this time round. And Mitford had a fairly decent game, but yeah, we'll leave it as it is and we'll see how things go. And some players are miserable and unhappy. You can't please everyone. Oh, last game of the night. Let's... I'm fed up with our recent form. Let's go out and do something about it. Point the finger. I've got faith in you to make the difference. Midfielder, we need to dominate. Attack. Pump fists. No. Outstretched arms. I want to see more of the same of you today. Let's get into the match. Shall we pause that quickly because we want to lower that down a bit. And we want to go to key highlights. Now doing it, I don't think the first one's going to be a highlight at all. It's just going to be a pointless waste of energy to even say what's going on here because this always ends abruptly with nothing happening. Just like the cushion on the back of my chair just fell off and hit me in the head. Wasn't very nice. Move that out of the way. Right. Sort of 10 minutes in, we're waiting on the real first highlight. We've had 3 shots, 1 on target. We've also had a corner and a foul. Not much has happened, really, in the first few minutes of the game. We're going to shout a bit of encouragement this time. We're going to try and encourage the players. Come on, boys. Let's do something with the ball. Scotty, you know how to play. You scored that smasher. Go out and do another one. In fact, I am going to give him a bit of a player instructions. And I want you to shoot more often. Over 40. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Right, first real highlight. It's an absolutely fantastic speedy run by Slum who gets in Kesey. And Kesey has punished us very quickly. Encouragement didn't work. Encouragement did not work. Let's revert to type and berate them. That seems all I'm ever do is having a go at these poor young lads. But we've berated them. Is that going to kickstart their game? Doesn't look like it. Their actual performances levels are dropping like flies. And that's all she wrote for the first half. Really flat game. Zach Mills is on a booking, so we are going to take him straight off Nixon because we do not want red cards at all in this game. We're going to go over to dressing room, and then I am going to thrash the arms, get your acts together. Actually worked for a change. They're actually motivated from that. But is that going to result to anything on the pitch? I'm going to demand more almost instantly. Jump in instructions. I'm going to ask them to overlap. And we want to hit crosses. Run to the defence. Play for set pieces as well. We're going to go slightly more direct. And we're going to up the tempo slightly. We're going to be really aggressive here as well. Counter press, distribute quickly. Yes, lovely W. We're going to go via the flanks and take short kicks. Out of possession. That is as high as I'm going to put on a press. And I'm going to step up more. I'm going to trap them on the outside still and stop the crosses if we can. I'm going to go with that and hopefully that produces something for us. Come on, boys. Anything would be nice. Williams knocks a ball long over towards Wilson. He gets a shot off. Good save early. We get a corner. I'm going to go attacking from here. Right, want to be an outswinger, please. Get past the first defender. He does. Pollard's not able to get there first, but McClintock picks up the pieces. Knocks the ball over on the far side to Williams. Really? We're not even going to get to see the end of that highlight. I mean, that was just rude. Gregory with the ball at the back. He's looking for an outsource. Ends up going long. Doesn't go very far. And now they're on the attack themselves. Denton's going to try and get past. He doesn't, but he gets it to Cassie. He's offside. I was going to say, he was offside. Miles offside. Denton gets the ball through. But there, the whole way... Oh, come on. It was tighter than that. That was a tighter line. No. It was miles off. It wasn't that tight. Jumping into the tactics screen. I'm going to have to take Tom Platt off. Rickard's going to have to come on. Elliot Andrews, he's coming off. We're going to try Makandafa, who brought up from the under-18s. Who I think we did sign on a free. I'm not sure if we signed him on a free or if he naturally was in the under-18s. But either way, he's come on. And then we're going to shout, demand more, and see whether or not anything happens. Because we're 1-0 down, and I mean, to be fair, it's an even game. We deserve at least a point. Very attacking. Last 10 minutes of the game. Can I give another shout? I can't. FM hates me. Fire up. It's probably too late to do anything about it. Nothing's going to happen. Pollock's had a bad game again. Wilson's had a bad game again. And it's just been awful. Awful, awful, awful. I'm angry, but I mean, they say they look fired up, but a fired up person doesn't keep performing really poorly. That has sent us crashing into the relegation zone with 5 points from 8 games. It's not good. And that was a dull match. Positive note, he makes a debut, not really fussed. I'm not interested in that at the moment. Fans are criticising the tactics. Yeah, well, go suck a lemon. Speaking of tactics, there is one tactic I have used before. Who's the better one to take it on? McClintock. There we go. We'll try that one. See how it goes. push McClintock slightly further forward. See if that sticks. See if that'll... I mean, I've got to add a bit more attack in order to get some balls forward. Unlike Cheshunt, when I had Cheshunt to play with, I had Asante. I managed to sign Asante. He was the main man. He scored over 20 odd goals that season, and he kept us up. And in the second season, even though we sold him, we got him back on loan. He converted to a winger and still added to the overall performance. And we were able to bring in Jay Williams, who then took over as the scorer for the season, and he was absolutely fantastic. Here, we just really haven't got anyone. Jake Wright's had 3 goals in what seems like an eternity, and the goals that he's got were on days when we really didn't do anything with it anyway. We need that Barrow guy back in, but he's still out injured, which is emergency recruitment meeting. There's no point. There's no point. I can't recruit anyone. Look at the finances. They're just, I mean, if I ask for anything, I've asked for an transfer increase. See, now I can't even ask for any of it. So, without money coming in, I can't sign people. So, yeah, catch-22, we're stuck where we are. With that, we'll have a little look at the old scheduley wedgeley, wherever that's gone. Come on, schedule. There you are. This whole pre-season was fantastic. And we lost 2-1 in the opening game, home game to Southport. So, you know, okay, this happens. Then a convincing 3-0 win against Gloucester. But it's just been downhill since then. The only wins we've had are friendlies. The only points we've picked up are 2 in the league. It's been pretty awful, really. We've got Alfeld, Buxton, we've got Buxton next in the league, followed by an FA Cup qualifying round, which is a Saturday. And then after that day, we can schedule in a couple more friendlies. But it's not looking good, is it? With that being said, we have got Buxton next. I actually really like their badge as well. The stag reminds me of somewhere I used to live in Hertfordshire or Hertfordshire. They had a stag sort of as the symbol of Hertford and Hertfordshire. Used to live there. That does remind me of them a lot, and I'm pretty certain that the Hertford Football Club, which I think they play in something like the 14th, 15th tier or wherever it is, they've got a blue kit and they have a blue badge with a stag on the middle of that, I think, as well. I think there are a few teams in Hertfordshire that have a stag a part of their overall badge. But anyway, that being said, it's a poor start to this one, isn't it? If you like the live stream so far, or if you're watching them on replay, fair play to you. But if you're not and you're just looking for some more football content, we do Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have our Cheshunt save, or as we like to call it, Bop to the Top, where so far we have been fairly loyal to Cheshunt. We're in our 3rd season, pushing for promotion, hoping to possibly break into the top of the table. That being said, we also do Farming Simulator on Wednesdays. There's 3 of us. We're called the Amigos. On Fridays, it's myself in a role-play position on the Western Wilds. And then on Mondays is Droodle, which is an ongoing role-playing series, multiplayer between myself and hopefully one day a future content creator himself, Honest Eddie. There will be more content to come, different games, etc, etc. We're currently working on one at the moment, starting to promote it, ready for when I start to film, and it's called My Gaming Club. It's available on Steam or Stream, or however you want to call it. It's on sale until the 7th for £6 something, I forget what it is. And then after that, normal price is about £12. It's a game in progress. It's a game in early stages of development, and it is coming later this week. So keep an eye out for that. We are going to be doing that within 2 weeks' time, I think. We'll start to film that and get that out to you in due course. I like the look of the game. I've had a little hands-on experience with it so far. I'm going to dive into it a bit more so I can get a feel for it, know what I'm doing before I start filming. But it should be a good one. So until then, this has been Matty G. Peace out. Enjoy the end screens. There's no music to it yet. I'm still waiting on working that out. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. We'll try and do another live stream later on this week if I can. If not, I'll try again early next week. Hey, it's Matty G. Don't forget, we do live streams on the odd occasions. It'll be weekdays mostly, late nights in the UK. We also have currently three Farming Simulator episodic episodes every single week on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.